You don't need that business loan and you don't need a rich uncle. All you need is $100 bills and a game plan. Forget everything you think you know about reselling on eBay, because today I'm going to give you a step-by-step action plan down to the budget, spending, and also different steps and structure for your reselling eBay business. Now, if you're somebody out there that has already been selling on eBay, I want you to go into this with an open mind. If you're somebody that has not started, I want you to buckle up, forget all of those videos giving you dreams and trying to have you create false reality so you buy another course. I'm not selling a course or class. All I'm doing is giving you guys the right information. And I want you guys to remember and also consider subscribing, because at this channel, I'm very focused on not being entertaining, but more so informative. Now, if you guys have $100 and an eBay, let's get into this video and break down exactly what you need to do to make sure that you maintain the leverage for the $100 bills to turn to more and more money. We're going to take a deep dive using slideshows. I'm going to hop on this desktop. And again, guys, like this video, comment any questions, and of course, subscribe. It helps me get in the algorithm. And of course, I want to keep bringing you guys tips and tricks for resellers just like you and me. Okay, so I have carefully curated a slideshow for you guys, for you to see exactly what structure and blueprint that I would use if I had $100 today. Now, this is something I actually share with my students, and I'm giving it to you guys for free, because it's not about selling anything over here. It's all about getting you guys to be set up in the right position to be able to start. And I understand how it feels to feel like, yo, I'm on a budget, I don't even know if I can do this thing, and I feel like I gotta keep trying, and I keep saying, well, I'm gonna put this off because I'm gonna wait until my bread get a bit more flexible, until I have a budget where I can actually risk a few dollars. Well, guess what? I think that the beauty of reselling is knowing that there is no guaranteed outcome, but you always can start with the bare minimum. And the bare minimum does not dictate what the outcome of your progression or brand or even business is, okay? Now, how to start reselling using only $100. And you know, we're really talking about eBay right now. Now, again, $100 is a slow and low budget, but it is something we can do. Now, we're going to talk about this roadmap, and the roadmap is going to be introduction to budget, packaging, acquiring assets, network, and growth. Okay. Now, again, when I said the budget was small, the thing I love about reselling is you can start with a smaller budget, but it does not dictate the outcome of the business in the overall aspect and also the profit. Okay. Now, towards the end of this slide, I'm actually going to give you a step-by-step comprehensive guide on how to sell low, mid, and high tickets with just that $100. So stick with me, okay? Now, $100 to eBay business. Now, how to start small and build something real, why you start budgeting, and why budgeting does not define your ceiling. Now, budgeting is important. You never want to go into a business and just start spending bread. I'm telling you this right now, because you're going to end up overspending and then go in debt or not get the results that you were anticipated. See, a lot of people think that the more money I put in, the more money I'm going to get out. And that's not always true. See, what I love about business in general is the fact that research will always override the person that has the most money. Now, I know money is power, but also knowledge is as well. A fool spending $100 will never beat someone that is logistically more attentive to a bunch of opportunities and lessons in that niche, right? So again, it's all about understanding how to seek that information, which is a really crucial part of this whole process. Now, when it comes to this process, the $100 reality check is we're starting with $100, no investors, no credit, and no shortcuts. Now, I want to emphasize this credit aspect. There's a lot of people that feel like, let me just use my credit will save me. Well, credit actually doesn't save you. It becomes a liability at times for certain people, not everyone, where they feel they can overspend because it's not their money, but then you're overspending money that's not yours, then you fall in the hole, and then you keep digging yourself further, and then you don't know how to get out, and then you just give up. So we want to use all of our money, the bread that you have from that check or that you've been saving. You want to spend your physical cash, okay? Now we're going to talk about two things right now, because I want you to know that you are not only to use this $100 just to sell on eBay. This is just for video's sake, but you also can do it with physical sales. So you can do online and you can do physical. I would be doing you guys a real bad informative display if I was to tell you that selling on eBay is the end all be all. It's not true. Selling online is the end all be all. That's not true. You can also sell physical products. Matter of fact, that's how I started, and that's how I learned really what products to sell and what products not to. Now, $100 budget, right? You have two ways you can go. You can go on eBay, which be a digital storefront, or you can do physical sales. Now, it just happened in this video, we're gonna be talking more so how to do it as far as the digital storefront, but another video will come with the physical sale aspect. Now, with an eBay, you have assets, you have packaging, and then you have networking, then you have growth, okay? Now, if we look at this section right here, it says assets, networking, and then we have development and resources, okay? Now, the way it works is this. You have your eBay store. You need to make sure you have good packaging, which is your brand. Brand recognition, having a good name, or not just having BJWHC658, right? No, having WESPLY LLC or Resell Tech or whatever, right? And then the asset. You want to have some type of physical product, because as long as you have a physical product, you have an asset. As long as you have an asset, you have value, all right? Don't get tricked into the drop shipping bag, taking that value from you and making you pay monthly prices just to feel like you're selling something that you're really not. And also you're purchasing products that are 10 times and 10x what other people are selling them. Now, networking is important because this is going to help you when it comes to development. Now, you want to develop your business both physically, but also with your brand and the approach with the system, or even you doing your product research. Now, resources is very important. The resources you have are going to be like promotional tools, bundling, and a bunch of different aspects as far as margin calculators, profit margin calculators, and things of that nature. Now, with the packaging, obviously your brand helps you build growth, but it also is going to get you returning customers and direct leads. Now, I'll give you guys a really good example. If you're focusing on your packaging, which you should be doing as well, when you are selling a product, that product should have a system. It should have a feel. It should have a card inside that says, thank you for purchasing. It should have an experience that a customer feels is unique. You know, when is that time you went to Walmart or Target and you looked at a package and you're like, yo, this packaging is nice. See, that's all the brand. But when you take that packaging home and when you actually open the product, you get an experience. And I can give you guys a really good example, like this RGB light strip, right? This gives an experience to the customer. An experience that it gives, I go full screen for you guys to see. The experience that it gives is it gives you a nice rope LED strip. It also is going to give you a manual. I smell the box. The box smells like brand new rubber, I guess, or whatever the smell is. Gives you a cable. It gives you the little hooks to hang it up. It gives you the remote, okay? And it also gives you the manual that shows you what the remote does, and then it gives you this little charging cable. But it's the experience. The experience of unboxing it can become something that automatically makes me look at you as a legitimate brand. And that's where I think a lot of people fall short. They're so focused on, oh, I need a lot of money. You don't. You actually need a really good experience. Because if you give the customer a good experience, then you're going to be able to actually outsell your competition. And I'll give you guys a good example, okay? So if I was somebody right now that had a package that needed to be delivered, right? What I would do, or what I could do, is I can go ahead and I can get something like these. These are like little poster cards we used to give out at the store. And these poster cards I put now inside packages saying, thank you for ordering from WESPLY.com. Here's a coupon code. You can get 20% or 10% off if you use this. Now, that incentivizes customers from eBay, Mercari, Amazon, OfferUp, all of these platforms to go directly to my website, which then gives me a returning customer. Or if they don't go to my website, maybe they just sign up as a customer, they're actually going to become a direct lead. Now I can start to promote, I can start to market. So let's recap really quickly, okay? Because this is important, especially when you're talking about a low budget, you gotta have some type of system. So eBay right here, okay? We have that digital storefront, We have that digital storefront, right here. Okay, we have that digital storefront, right? We need to make sure we have an asset. We also gotta make sure we have a brand. Okay, now that brand that we have to make sure it promotes growth. We have to have a coupon code, a discount, a thank you, something that gets them to take their business from eBay or whatever platform you're selling on and now go directly to me. Whether it's a stand store, a beacons, a website, you want to extract that customer's information so that you can regurgitate it into your system. Now start to promote or even market to them and help them out with more products of yours. Next, we want to make sure they're returning. So even if they don't go off of eBay or whatever platform you're on, you want to make sure that the experience of the customer's product is going to be addictive enough for them to want to come back or even give word to mouth. All right. Now, with the asset aspect, that's where you want to make sure you're networking. And that's sort of kind of how I look at my channel. When I say networking, yes, you want to buy products, but you also want to consistently look at what new products to buy or what you could do with the products. What are other people doing? A lot of people stay stuck in business because they're so closed-minded. You want to look for more information. You want to network with people like me, like you, that are selling so you could actually become someone that is Frankensteining your business, taking this good part from that person, this good part from that person, putting it all together, and then making your business 10 times better. Now, when it comes to the budget, it's a tool. It's not something that limits you. Before we go, let's list our action points for the coming weeks, right? So $100, that's enough. Most people fail because they overspend. You're not gonna do that. Smart resellers protect capital first. Every smart businessman I know does not start a business out of impulse. Now, I used to do this all the time and start a business out of impulse because I never wanted to have to second guess, well, what if? But I'll tell you this right now, being smart is understanding that the analytics, the data, also you being prepared needs to actually be thought of before starting that business. Now, I have a graph right here that shows you eBay versus Amazon. Why do I think this is important? Well, I see a lot of people out here that are trying to grow and build, and they could be overwhelmed with the different platforms and the propaganda out there, right? Including myself. I make a bunch of eBay videos, but how do you know eBay is really good for you? Why not Amazon, right? Well, see, Amazon, they cost money to start, obviously. eBay is free. eBay wins. Amazon, it restricts you from listing products. You have to actually apply to list different categories. eBay, it's very few product restrictions. eBay wins. Amazon, high competition. With Amazon, you're even competing against Amazon. It's called Amazon Choice. They could literally start selling a product similar to yours, listed above yours, and obviously the customer is gonna flock to them over you because of brand, right? Like, when's the last time you bought something from Amazon or eBay or any online platform and said, oh, I got it from user 658 Brandon? No, you say I got it from eBay. I got it from Amazon, right? Now, eBay also has high competition. We ain't gonna cap, but it's high competition with resellers like you and me. Now, next, Amazon, when it comes to promotions, you gotta pay up front. With eBay, you pay per product. Now, eBay wins in my book because I'd rather pay per product than pay up front for results that the platform is not trying to get me actually, okay? Now, here's where we also gotta be honest. Average consumer. Amazon has 310 million active users. eBay has 135 million users, but Amazon clearly wins. The reason I put this on here, right, is to show you guys why these platforms are banning and restricting people just blatantly selling fake products with fake logos, okay? You wanna make sure that you are protecting your customer base as one of these companies. So they are very, very hard on sellers. eBay is going to be way harder than Amazon because eBay is trying to get up to Amazon's level. Amazon is going to be hard because they're trying to stay where they're at. So we have to be careful, but of course, Amazon takes the user base. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that eBay, you got to work a little bit harder to reach customers, but they're there. 135 million users, that's more than enough for you to be able to duplicate some type of success that you've seen other people have. Okay, now let's move forward. Now, money sits, assets multiply. Cash loses value sitting still. Inventory is an asset when chosen correctly. Electronics equals strong starter assets. Chargers, headphones, accessories that people already understand, things that people are already familiar with. And to give you guys a really good example, it will be something simple like this MagSafe wired charger. It looks very similar to Apple. People automatically will be great. They'll go to it and they look at it, see what it is, because they already see, oh, this is brand recognition response from me seeing that in the Apple store earlier today, or maybe on a commercial, or it looks like something Apple will sell. That will grab customers to you. Now, why small ticket products work? Low customer expectations, faster buying decisions, and of course, the most important, less friction, fewer complaints. Now, why is that the most important? Well, we don't want customers to complain, especially if we are working with a low budget and also just getting started. Okay, very important. Now, packaging, like I told you guys already, we want to make sure we have a package that customers can relate to, feel safe with. Like, let's be real. The last time you ordered, let's be real, you had to go ahead and look at wherever you ordered from and make sure it was legit. Like, I do it all the time too, where it's like, should I get this from this sketchy ass website? I don't know. Like, I know Kanye West just had some slides on sale, and I was thinking about getting the slides, but then I'm like, I don't even know when they're gonna come. He's just not a person I trust. And that's okay, because some view it as, oh, I trust this company. Me, I don't. So I didn't buy. But some people will, but you wanna make sure that you're that brand that those people feel comfortable buying from. Now, as you see, the top picture right here is probably how your eBay looks, right? You just got a regular name, zero feedback, no profile picture. And then you have Jamie's Retro Fun, 98.2% positive. They look like they're very, very well kept. The logo is pretty good. Now, packaging equals brand perception. People judge your business based on their experience, okay? Now, that's important because, again, experience is what's going to duplicate or make you more money from that $100 bill, okay? Even a $10 product can feel premium, okay? Most of the iPhones you have in your hands and possessions are worth under, or they cost under $100 to create. But you over there paying $1,200 because it feels premium. All right, key elements: branded packaging, simple but consistent, okay? Postcards, insert them into the product when you ship. Discount codes, create repeated buyers, very important. Every package should do three things: deliver the product, reinforce your niche, drive the customer somewhere next. I'm gonna say this again. Each package you ship, we're only working with $100, so we gotta make sure that we are crushing it on this. Deliver the product, reinforce the niche, drive the customer somewhere next. Examples: website, storefront, repeat product, purchase, incentives. All right? Now, information is a competitive advantage, and this is where a lot of people lapse. Oh my God, Brandon, it's not working for me. Why won't my product sell on eBay? Well, it's because you're not seeking information. You're seeking a fast response. You're seeking a solution that requires you to do less. You're seeking somebody to complain with. You're seeking someone to hear you complain. Get out of it. Information is a competitive advantage. Start researching why you're not good enough at what you're doing to get the results that you want. It's never the product, it's always you. eBay changes consistently. Now, sellers who don't adapt lose money. Just like eBay has this new promotional aspect that they have started on January 14th, they started a new promotional strategy or outline or network, right? Where they are now taking a percentage from every single product that is already being promoted. You want to stay informed to this because you don't want to lose money on the back end. Now, networking includes other sellers, communities, updates and policy change emails, and also watching someone like me, but also asking questions and being in the loop to where you could bounce off ideas, get solutions, and also, to be completely honest, become someone aware of problems before they actually hit your store. Now, example of eBay promotions, which we're going to have to use, obviously, with $100. Fees are changing, structures change, and rules change. If you don't know early, you will pay more and sell less. Very important. Very important. Now, growth requires movement. I'm going to say it again. Growth requires movement. Everybody there that isn't making no money, sit on their asses, don't know how to get the money, don't know how to actually move any direction to actually start getting some type of benefit. This is why you are on the brink of quitting. Because you think that sitting in the crib, sitting at a computer is going to make you money. Because you think that drop shipping, not having any assets in your name, no control, no leverage is going to make you money. Because you think that money grows on trees. Because you rather look at, hey, the lazy way to make money or top 3 lazy incomes you can make at home. You're too busy trying to do things in a way that doesn't require as much effort because you feel like that gives you leverage, but things that don't require effort most of the time don't even require any leverage in your hands. Therefore, you're never in the position of power. It's all a facade, okay? Now, growth requirements moving, but if a sale is slow, adjust. If online stalls, test offline. I want to say it again to my guys, my hustlers out there. Hey, B, I've been trying, bro. I've been busting my tail. I can't get a sale. Did not mean to rhyme, but that is on time. Y'all like that? But anyway, if you feel like you're not selling online, get your butt up, start selling your product to people in person just to see what they think. Oh man, this is trash. You know what? I like this product. I like the product, but I feel like it should be a little bit lower in price. Start getting people's feedback, even your family, right? Growth paths, new products, new platforms, physical selling, all right? If your eBay look like this, it's okay. It's okay. All right, why physical selling matters. See real reactions, get honest feedback, learn what customers actually want. See, you thought this is gonna be one of them videos you click on and all I do is talk your head off, you see nice graphics and I create a dream and make you feel like you're gonna be rich. Nah, this shit gonna take hard work. I'm not here to tell nobody that ain't trying to put in the work that they gonna get something. And I ain't trying to create no dream or give you guys any type of false reality, because see what happens is those false realities, it gets you into a position where you eventually quit because you had a picture painted in your head that don't actually exist, and now you upset and you done gave up on yourself based upon what somebody else said because they wanted to lie to you and sell you a course, sell you a webinar. I ain't doing that. You gotta get your butt up sometimes to sell in person. I had to do it at flea markets. I had to do it at pop-up shops. I was doing it at bus stops. I was doing it everywhere. That's a fact. Now, $100 is enough when you are, okay. That's a really good point. $100 is enough when you control your budget, buy real assets, build brand perception, stay informed, and adapt fast. You're not building an eBay account. You're building a business. And that's really important. Start smart, start small, start now. Pick one product, list it, learn from the market, reinvest. Now, I will have this slide accessible to everybody. You can just download this slide. It's going to be on my website, wesply.com. The link is below. Download it for free. I don't want no bread. I don't want no money. Just get it so that you can actually have this on your phone or on your laptop for your reference, okay? Here. Pick one product, list it, learn from the market, reinvest. Which one is the most important? We talking yellow, blue, orange, red. Which one of these steps is more important? I'll tell you, it is the orange. Learn from the market. If your product is not selling for you, stop trying to force it. Learn what the market is trying to tell you. Is the price too high? Do you need to do free shipping? Do you need to make sure that you're doing paid shipping? Do you need to make sure you promote? Do you need to bump your promotions up 5%? What you got to do? All right, so now we get into the nitty gritty. Now we're actually going to break some things down, and I'm going to actually remove myself from this screen so we can actually talk about some bread. Now, what I'm doing right now is giving you guys a budget spending plan. Now, what I did was I wanted to show you guys exactly how I map things out myself and what I would map this out to be if I had $100. If I was sitting on my grandmother's couch right now, this is exactly what plan I would have done. Low ticket, mid ticket, high. Just like we have early adapters, mid adapters, and late adapters and customers, we also have different style products. It's important for you guys to know that low ticket and mid ticket and high ticket depend on your budget. Now, a mid ticket for me could be $500. A mid ticket for somebody selling or buying, a product for $100 or only operating with a $100 budget could be $20, $40. A high ticket could be $1,000 or it could be $20 too. It depends on what your budget is, okay? So we're working with a $100 budget. How would I map this out? Okay, got you. So low ticket, chargers is the first thing I would buy. Why? Because chargers are very, very low on cost. I can get them for 90 cents per charger, 75% profit margin. The revenue I would try to get is $3.60, which means I profit $2.70 each. I'm good with that. Now, this is gonna cost me $18 for 20 pieces. The goal, more products for less cost. I can do this two options, two ways. I can sell one piece or I can sell 4. I would go ahead and I could sell 20 of them only for one piece, right? Or I could sell 5 bundles of 4. This is great. Bundling products will always be the fastest way to make your bread, especially if you're just spending $18. Now, possible revenue outcome, we can make, no matter if we sell it for one piece each or 4 bundles, $54, okay? We turn $18 into $54 off of chargers. Off of chargers. All right, Lex, mid-ticket. Remember, this is just $18. We still got some more bread to play with. Mid-ticket, Labubu dolls. That's what I would go for right now, right? That might change in a month or two, right? But right now, I'm hitting Labubu dolls. I can get 4 for $36. That's $9 per dial, 75% profit margin. Revenue is $25.71. Profit $16.71 each. Goal, more profit per product. Sell one piece, or I can sell 2 bundles, okay? That means 2 each, okay? 4 total if I was selling for 1 piece each, or 2 bundles total, I was selling 2 each. Possible revenue outcome either way is going to be $66.84. I spent $36. Now let's talk about high ticket. So high ticket, guys, is going to be a product, especially when you are dealing with a $100 budget, that's below $45, okay? We don't want to spend $50 on one thing, right? So what I said, okay, let me get some unbranded products. So let's get some Maxes or some Pods or something, and I'll spend $42 for 3, right? So that's $14 per pod, which you already know is on WESPLY.com. $14 per pod. My max remaining budget, obviously, is what I want to spend. That's the goal, right? 75% profit margin. Revenue is going to be $50. Profit will be $36 each. Okay, that's 3 total that I'm selling. Possible revenue outcome, $108. That means our gross after all expenses paid, $228.84. The profit margin would be $56.3%. Okay, that means you're making almost more than double. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Now, I know y'all missed my face now. Hold on, I'm back, man. I'm here. I'm here. Now, why is this important though? Like, why do this? Well, see, the reason you want to map things out this way is because when you map it out, you visualize it and you also hold yourself accountable to it. You start saying, you know what? I got to get this done. All right, how many charges did I sell today? How many Labubus did I sell today? So again, we didn't even spend all of the $100 with this budget spending plan. But it's all about, okay, I can turn $100 into $228.84. Now, what I do want to make very clear is I wouldn't do any free shipping. And also, we probably would only make like $200 if we take away the eBay fees, okay? But I think the point that I'm making, guys, is you could actually start with $100, and I'm not trying to blow smoke. I'm saying you could actually do it. You just have to plan for it. Now, guys, every single Thursday, I am starting a reselling class, and you can definitely go ahead and check it out. It's going to be on YouTube. I'm here, right? I'll be going live 7 p.m. And I really would appreciate you guys to pull up. I'm always here to give the best advice possible, not the advice you want to hear, but the advice that is actually needed, right? I'm not here to give any information that makes you feel good. I'm here to give you the information that maybe wakes you up, that maybe tells you you're doing a great job, or maybe tells you you aren't. Because I think that that's honestly what a lot of us need, including myself. I don't need any advice that makes me feel like I'm on the right path. I need advice that can confirm it or deny it. We got to do better, and we will do better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I really do, and hopefully you guys consider subscribing. And I really thank everyone that liked the video, commented, and of course, subscribed. And I'll see you guys, and I mean it. I will see you guys, right? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.